So how much money is needed to start drop shipping on Amazon? It's not as much as most people think, but it is a lot more than a lot of people think, so it's really important to understand this. So before we go over the exact amount needed to start drop shipping on Amazon, we need to understand, first and foremost, how the business model works, and second, the different ways to buy products. So just in a 20-second quick recap, how Amazon dropshipping works is we have an Amazon store. We're going to list a bunch of products on that Amazon store, and we're not going to buy the product till someone buys it from us. So one of the places we dropship from on Amazon is Walmart. So maybe there's a rug on Walmart that's selling for $100. We list it on Amazon for $130. When someone buys the item from us on Amazon, then and only then, once someone buys the item from us on Amazon, Amazon says, congratulations, you got a sale, you got money. Then and only then, we go to Walmart and we buy the item for $100. So that's how dropshipping works. We don't actually buy products up front, and that's one of the things that is so appealing about dropshipping. A traditional business, we'd probably have to go get a storefront. That would cost a lot of money. First month's rent, last month's rent, security deposit. You'd have to pay money to make the inside of the place look good, have to get insurance, have to hire employees. Then we'd have to buy a bunch of products up front from, manufacturers, distributors, wholesalers, get them in our store, and then hope that people buy it. Just like if we go to the mall, right? If we go to a mall or we go to like a clothing store, those store companies have those products. They generally, and they might have gotten them on term, but generally they will have purchased those products up front. They had to spend their money up front. Then they put all the products in their shop, in the clothing store, in the mall. And then when people come in and buy the product, that's when they make the money. So there's it's a lot of risk and a lot of money that needs to be spent up front. How dropshipping is different, and why so many people are attracted to the dropshipping model, is we don't buy the product till we get money. So it's only once someone gives us money and they say, all right, if it's on Amazon, you could dropship on different places, but Amazon says, all right, you got a sale, then and only then we actually spend money up front to buy the item from the supplier and ship it right to the customer. Don't have any storage fees, there's no warehouse fees, and there are risks to drop shipping, but as far as this risk goes of spending a lot of money up front, that risk is pretty much mitigated. It's pretty much not there when it comes to drop shipping. So how much money is needed to get started up front drop shipping? Well, there's two parts to this. The first part is there are people out there that don't have any money saved. They don't have any money saved, but they're able to drop ship. Now you might say, Aaron, are they able to drop ship because when someone buys the item from you on Amazon, you can then take that money they gave you and use it to buy the product? No. How Amazon works is once we sell the product, it takes Amazon generally, and I could go into detail on this, but it's generally 2 to 3 weeks till they pay us. So the customer buys the item from us on Amazon. They're expecting to get the item in about a week. Amazon will not give us the money that customer gave us for about 2 to 3 weeks. So we can't wait for Amazon to pay us in order to go buy the product. Now, I've heard that there's some people that have Amazon accounts that are like 10 years old, where Amazon was doing payment every single day without any holds, but that's generally not the boat that we're going to be in. And to be honest, I don't even know if that exists anymore. They might have changed all the accounts over. I know eBay's a little different too. I have a very seasoned eBay account and PayPal account. So if someone buys an item from me on eBay, I can transfer that money from PayPal. I can actually do a transfer, pay the 10%. I forget what the fee is, but I can do a transfer literally right away, instantly, and have the money transferred right away and use that money to drop ship the item. That's not how Amazon works. Amazon, there's no real way unless you got like an old seasoned account, but there's no real way to there's no real way to be able to use the money that the customer uses to buy the product for us to buy the product. So because of that, we have to finance the product. And there's a few different ways to do this. The first way is if you have savings. Right? If you got a few $1,000s saved up, or $5, $10, $15, $20,000, you can use that money to buy products up front. So when people are buying products through your Amazon store, you can use your savings. You can have your savings go down and use your savings to buy the product. And then once Amazon pays you, then your savings go back up. The second way is you could use a credit card. You could use a credit or a debit card, or not a debit card, that would just be cash, right? But you could use a credit card. You could have no money. So you could have no money saved, but if you have good credit, you could go get a credit card of a couple $1,000s, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. People with good credit can get really big credit cards, and then they finance everything on the credit card. So, and they wouldn't even pay any credit card fees, because what would happen is when you buy an item on a credit card, usually you have about 30 days to pay that back. Well, Amazon's going to pay you in 2 to 3 weeks. So, you start selling a bunch of items on your Amazon store, you finance everything on your credit card, and then in 2 to 3 weeks when Amazon pays you, you use that money to pay off your entire credit card. And then if you're doing it right, you'll actually have money left over and you'll have made a profit, right? So maybe you pay off your $20,000 credit card, you completely broke even on that, but if you're running at 10% profit, you would actually have an extra $2,000 in profit on top of that. So that's the other thing you could do. The third thing you could do is you could get a loan. There are some people out there, they'll get a business loan, they'll get a personal loan, and they'll use that loan from the bank or from another place to basically use that money as cash to fund the business up front. So those are the 3 different ways to fund the business, and that answers the question, how much money is needed to start dropshipping on Amazon? As far as the actual dollar amount, you don't need a lot, because there are people, you can start dropshipping products that are $10, $20. So even if you don't have a lot of money, you don't have to list a gazillion products. You don't have to list high-end products. You could literally start, if you have, let's say, bad credit, and you only have $500 saved, you could literally start listing $10, $20, $30 products. And you don't have to list a bunch of them. And if you're, really on a budget, you don't even have to hire a team of people. Like I got a team of VAs, you could just do it yourself manually. So, but if you have more money, then you could possibly hire a team of VAs or a couple of VAs to help you out. And then you could possibly, instead of selling, $10, $20, $30 items and a couple of those a day, you could really load your store up and get to the point where you're selling $500, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 of products a day. If you guys see, I'd show you guys my, right, if we go to my Amazon store, oh, that's eBay. If we go to Amazon, right, and we'll refresh it in real time, you see I'm at $5,441 in sales. I'm at about $185,000 in sales in the last 30 days, over $5,400 in sales today. So for me to do numbers like this, I actually worked real hard at this other business. I saved a lot of money and used it to be able to hit these numbers. But if you're just starting off, just start off with the money that you have, even if it's not a lot, and then you could flip that money and slowly start flipping it, or you could, as you're kind of building Amazon up, if you don't have a lot of money, you could start off real slow, but then use some of the other methods we talked about, maybe getting a credit card if your credit's not good, work on fixing your credit, work on finding a business or another, maybe you get a loan, you borrow money from someone. There's multiple different avenues and different ways to go as far as ways to create and help get more money if you need more money for your business.